Hey guys! Happy New Year! Well, seeing as how it's like the end of January, I don't know if it's exactly the new year. You know what? Compared to the other 12 months in the year, it's still pretty new. So yeah, Happy New Year. Oh my gosh! I forgot my beanie. Hold on. Guys, I got my beanie from the last Supernatural campaign and I love it. It keeps my head nice and warm and it fits nicely, so yeah. My original idea for this vlog for the new year was, sorry, my bra strap. The original idea for this vlog was just talking about depression, whether it's situational or a diagnosis, and just kind of like symptoms of it and all that jazz. I've noticed that I personally suffer, well, maybe not suffer, deal with depression, especially when the new year starts. I just love the holidays so much, and I feel like it's just such a letdown after the holidays because like you go from like so much fun over the past few months with like Halloween and Thanksgiving and Christmas and or Hanukkah or whatever you celebrate. And then you come into January and like January is just so plain. It's just so boring. Like nothing happens in January. At least not that I think of. We have MLK Day, Martin Luther King Day, and I'm not saying like Martin Luther King wasn't significant because he really was. But other than that, there's like really nothing. It kind of depresses me. Now, for those of you who follow me on Facebook, are my friend on Facebook, and follow me on Twitter, you know that I'm pretty vocal about my mental illness and that I have been diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder and bipolar disorder. When I get depressed, when I go into my dark place, I am not exactly myself. I have family members ask me a lot of questions that kind of bother me. Why are you so negative all the time? Why are you being so mean? What can I do to make you happy? I think these are questions that people with depression get a lot. This video is going to be 10 facts on helping family members and friends maybe understand what is actually going on with someone when they are depressed. So without further ado, let's start this vlog. So number one, sometimes I can't find an explanation for why I feel the way I do. It's like the most frustrating feeling when you have no idea why you're feeling the way you are. I mean, I understand that there's usually a trigger, but that doesn't mean that you always know what the trigger is. Number two, asking someone if they are okay constantly can lead a person with depression to feeling even worse. Sometimes when people ask you what's wrong, there's honestly nothing wrong, and the constant question can kind of cause you to panic about whether you're unintentionally acting like something is wrong. And you know, you don't want people to think you're upset all the time, because then you may feel like people think that you're making it up. It's an irrational thought, but it's a thing. Number three, whenever a person with depression seems to want space, that's when they need support the most. When I go into a depressive episode or when my anxiety is high, I tend to isolate myself. I lock myself in my room and just binge watch Netflix. It's really unhealthy, you guys. Personally, when I lock myself away, that's when I really just need someone to come in and spend time with me. Like, I like to cuddle, so that's when I want someone to come in and just cuddle me and, you know, just be there for me, to let me know that it's gonna be okay. Number 4, some days, you guys, it is so hard for a person that feels like crap to get out of bed. This one is really, really hard for people to understand because, like, I've been told several times that I'm just lazy. That's why I stay in bed for like 2-3 hours after I actually wake up. I'm not like avoiding my responsibilities. I genuinely don't want to be productive. I don't want to get up and clean the house. I don't want to run errands. I don't want to do anything. Like, it's bad. Not fulfilling my responsibilities seems to just make how I feel worse. People with depression simply cannot function sometimes, and they cannot do things at the time. It's really hard for people to understand, but like, it's real, guys. It's real. It's real. Number 5, people with depression don't mean to avoid people. Don't take it personally if someone says no to an invitation to hang out or if they don't respond to your messages. I've butted heads with friends in the past because I wouldn't answer them right away or because I never wanted to hang out. And it was just really hard for me at the time to explain why I was like that. It's hard for you to have a social life and to keep your friends close when you are like that. Like, it's not that they don't want to talk to you, it's just that they don't feel like talking to anyone. Number 6, we still care about people almost more than we care about ourselves. No matter how bad we feel, we still want the best for other people. When I genuinely avoid people for weeks at a time, like, it's not because they've done something wrong. It's because I feel like they are better off without me. I'm not suicidal. I'm not saying like, oh, the world would be better if I was gone. Like, that's not what I'm saying right now. You begin to think that someone's life will be happier without you dragging them down with your sadness and just like your mental illness. Sometimes, like, you just need to reassure the person that they're not a nuisance and that they're not, like, unpleasant to be around. And, like, they may not believe you right away, but it'll help to bring them out of that downward spiral. Number 7, there are days when you feel completely numb to your emotions. That's one of the main reasons for self-harm. But this vlog is not about self-harm. That's like a completely different vlog for a completely different time. I'm not ready to talk about that. Sometimes I feel like I'm walking around like an emotional zombie. Like, I know what I should be feeling, but like I can't quite grasp the feeling. And sometimes, you'll feel like this and people will never even know. I personally have learned to act as though I'm not feeling a negative emotion. There are lots of like dramatic posts on Facebook and Twitter about, like, I'm always smiling, but on the inside I'm dying. I'm not victimizing or calling out those people that say that and post that kind of stuff, but I can honestly say that I do act through my panic attacks and through my sad feelings. Unless a person knows me really, really well, most people won't know that I'm feeling poorly. Thank God for all those years in theater and acting. Like, they helped. Number 8. This is like the complete opposite of number 7. There are days when I feel too many emotions all at once. Like, it's so complicated. Like, I may feel like sad, excited, angry, hopeful, desperate, love, and hate, like all at once. Number 9. People who struggle with depression, most of them are trying to feel better. They really are. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I get too comfortable in my dark place and I get a little too friendly with my inner demons. But like, I don't like feeling this way, and I would never choose to have a mental illness. Even if it doesn't always seem like it, everything I do is an attempt to be better. Even if it seems like something that's self-destructive, at the time, I genuinely feel like it'll help. I know how damaging it is to me as well as to the people I care about. I try my best to fix it, but it's not gonna happen in a year, unfortunately. It's gonna take a lifetime. And number 10, we are at the end of the list. I truly, truly appreciate everything my family and friends do for me. I know that caring with someone with a mental illness can be extremely difficult. We push away people or we try to cling on to them forever. And trying to pull us out of an episode can be draining for other people, and like, you do it anyway. Like, that is so amazing. I'll never be able to express just how much I appreciate my friends that I text when I'm having anxiety or when I'm just really, really down, and that they're able to pull me out of a panic attack, or the times that they've calmed me down when we've been out in public and I was fine one second and the next second I'm not. Like, I totally appreciate those people because I know I'm not easy to deal with, and I know I get unpleasant and I can get really, really nasty. And just that people have stuck around to help me through my emotional struggles is fantastic, you guys. Your guys' support is what makes my mental illness bearable and my depression bearable. And I can't express how much I love all of my friends and family for it. With that, I have some shout outs to make. Let me pull out my list here. I'm just kidding. I don't have a list. Like, that's ridiculous. It's not like I'm accepting an Oscar or something. Especially the creator of the Always Keep Fighting movement, Jared Padalecki. I have to thank him because, like, I know he doesn't know who I am, but he is seriously a hero in my book. And he's just such a great example. And he inspires me to want to be a better person. And I just really, really love that guy. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that it helps people that have loved ones that have depression to understand. And just understand that the new year can be really, really difficult for people with depression. Like, I have been in such a funk these past couple weeks. You know, you can't fix a person with mental illness. All you can do is support them. And I obviously, from all my shout outs, have an amazing support system. Also, I hope that this video was good for people that are dealing with depression and anxiety, and maybe people that are in the same boat as I am. I hope that I was able to give you something that you're able to relate to, and maybe give you ways to explain to people that love you why you act the way you do and why you feel the way you do. Thank you so much for watching this video. Just my typical wrap up of the thank yous and the constant talking, and I just ramble. So with that, I'm going to say you guys are amazing and always keep fighting. Bye guys.